honestly, I hate those women that usually come up to me and they're like, Denver, you have such a dirty mind. Oh, your head is so dirty. Wait, bitch, first of all, that head of yours has not been washed for a whole month. Now, whose head is dirtier? And by extension, whose mind is dirtier, eh? Welcome to Break Time on Westside, your number one break time podcast, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. The man on the mic is Sir Denver B, and this is the fan favorite section where we take your questions, we take your requests, we take your feedback, and we give it back to you. Like, we answer them in our most honest and explicit way. So I'm gonna kick it off from one of these very interesting. So I'm going to kick it off with this first question. It's from a girl who's in college. She's about 20 years old, and she apparently claims that, she's been having crushes on different guys, but she never really has anyone approach her. And, honestly, I almost know how you feel. And honestly, I'm so sorry when you have a crush who then approach you. But it's fine. Anyways. She claims that she's extremely quiet, she rarely speaks, and she doesn't really flirt. She doesn't speak to anyone in class, she doesn't socialize with a lot of people, and, she's sad that no one approaches her. So, how would I answer this? This is a bit easy. Be social. Just like that, be social as fuck. I get it, there are some people that are antisocial, but for the very social people, they tend to get a lot more because they reach out. Now, I have seen one or two of your photos and you are pretty good looking. Like, I'm going to be straight up and honest, as me, I will not discriminate. I will not say you are, beautiful to your mother alone or beautiful to your mother and father if he's still in the picture. But I will straight up say you are pretty good looking. So how would I handle this? You've just got to put yourself out there, shorty. Like, I don't even know how much more blunt I can get besides that. Because, one, you rarely talk. You rarely relate with anyone. You don't even flirt. Like, you've pretty much just dug your own grave over there and thrown yourself in. You're pretty much just waiting for someone to just, let the soil down on you and kill your whole dating life. Because flirting is how a lot of us have gotten where it is that we've needed to get. Sometimes us niggas don't even have the full-on confidence to approach a shorty and, spit some lines and shit. And then we just see them look at us and, it's like there's this nice smile that we get. We smile back, we wink a little, they wink a little. Or, we pass each other notes and shit. Like, that's some high school shit that people used to pull. But I don't know, probably people still pull that in campus and shit. As someone who is graduating from campus, I will be graduating tomorrow. I will say that, for me, honestly, from a personal point of view, I got my girls because I reached out. Not everyone, will come and approach you. Sometimes you just gotta go holler at somebody. If hollering at someone is a little too hard, I will not lie to you. People call it sexual harassment if you're ugly, and I don't think you're ugly. So just stare at someone. The minute they stare back, just give them a nice wink. Don't make it too, don't force it too hard, otherwise you're gonna look creepy and shit. Just start with a wink. Start with a nice smile. A grin usually tends to work a lot. So that's what I'd probably say is the best advice I'd give. At that point, the minute you grin or you wink at a guy, at that point, they'll pretty much just come and approach you because you've given them, a key to, gate one. They've unlocked level 1 of the game and these guys can go on. So I think that's the best advice I can give anyone. Shorties, if you have any advice that you would like to give said woman, you can hit us up on breaktime_westside. Slide into our DMs. Tell us what you think they should do. Also for guys, I will say this as a guy, we don't mind it when a shorty approaches us. I will say that for a good number of guys. We don't mind it when a shorty approaches. Hell, some of us actually like it. People like me over here who don't like doing all the work all the time. We don't mind being approached from time to time. Because, it shows that we're very good looking people. Like, it shows that there's someone who takes an interest in us. And also, shorties need to learn what it's like to get blue ticks. Just saying. So yeah, I think that's the best advice that I can give. But the main bottom line is you have to put yourself out. Coming to you have to go to at least one or some of them. And the way I see it, either stand out or just either stand out and create your own spotlights that people want to like kind of be under it, or you can go the extra mile and start reaching out to people. I'm not gonna tell you to wear excessive makeup or some shit. Honestly, I don't even like makeup. Trust me, there's not that like a lot of niggas actually don't like makeup. Funny enough, like makeup is more a shorty's thing than a guy's thing. So yeah, you probably don't need to go the makeup route. You can probably pay a bit more attention to clothing, grooming and shit. If there's male grooming tips on YouTube, I'm sure shorties are everywhere. So yeah, you will get some proper advice on how you look over there. Although I believe, sometimes like even how you look doesn't really need to matter that much. But either way, we will always judge the book by its cover. Now, next question though. Would you want someone who has a crush on you to tell you even if you don't have a crush on them back? Okay, how do I answer this? If someone had a crush on me, would I want them to tell me? Yeah, I would. Funny enough, this is something that people usually tend to, act all funny about. I've once asked a shorty this and she was like, no, don't tell me, blah, blah, blah. Like, I want to hurt niggas. Like, yo, fucking tell me. Because there might be a good chance that I might be crushing on you, but I'm too chicken shit to come and actually tell you. And I'm going to admit that straight up. There are times when a nigga is crushing on a shorty so hard, but he knows if he goes there, he will be so chicken shit to approach a shorty and, like spit his best lines. Like, that's the best facts I think I will ever give anyone over these past 11 episodes. Niggas do get chicken shitted. No matter how confident you are, you're crushing on a shorty. Like, stuff pretty much goes sideways when you get close. Your mind goes blank. You can't say shit. It happens to niggas. No matter how much experience a nigga's been having, the minute you start crushing on a shorty, like, stuff goes sideways. So if you have a crush on someone, I honestly think that you should probably go tell them. Because, one, at least you've cleared the what if scenario. Because would you rather not tell them and then continue living with the regret of what if I told them? What if something would have happened? Like, if they don't have a crush on you, then, like, y'all can just take a step back from each other and continue living life. If the shorty or the nigga that you've been crushing on isn't feeling you, like, at least you'll survive. Knowing that, that shit wasn't meant to be, that was a clear no-no, on to the next one. But, like, that what if has really, really put people in very funny situations. But bottom line, I'd probably say is, go tell them. Go tell them. Because you gain more from telling them than you do from not telling them. Not telling them and crushing on them is just pointless because you'll just be staring for I don't know how long. Except if it's one of those crushes that shorties have that's like for like a day or like a week. If you're crushing on someone for like a week or two, what the fuck? Like, see, you make your mind up and choose whether you want them or not. Like, please. Like, this is something that we don't like. And I was recently talking to a couple of shorties not too long ago, and they were all up in my business. They were like, oh, sometimes you can crush on a guy up until they come and approach you, and then all of a sudden you don't have any interest in them. And in my head, I'm like, then what the fuck were you crushing on? The idea that you're not getting with them? Or what? Or is it the fact that, they're far from you, they're not at arm's length, and you all just want to crush on them in your imagination? You don't want the reality to happen. Like, what is wrong with shorties though? At least for us niggas, if we're crushing on a shorty, we know why we're crushing on a shorty. For, like the ass man, you see some booty. It might not be the biggest one. It might not be tiny as shit, but it looks unique and you like that shit. So that's why you're crushing on the shorty. Probably, it's a complete package. It's the face was there, the tits was there. They weren't too big, they weren't too small. And the booty was just there, skin tone just right. You like that chocolate the way it is. And, like everything just seemed nice from the get-go. Like you have seen what it is that you like. But then some shorties like, I'm crushing on this guy. Oh, I don't know his voice. Oh, I don't know his arms. Oh, I don't know what. Then all of a sudden they end up meeting the guy. Then 2 days later, no, I'm not crushing on him anymore. But I'm not feeling this guy. And you're like, I've probably gone out of my way to make sure that, like the both of y'all meet. Like I'm trying to help you out over here. Some wingman shit. And then you're telling me that you're not feeling the person anymore. Like, hell, maybe you've got me to go and prep this guy. This guy is already feeling you. Like, I have fed this guy the moon's worth of good shit about you. Like, this shorty is the nicest. Bro, like, this shorty can cook like a fucking chef. Like a fucking Michelin chef. Like, this shorty, she's real good. Like, a nigga goes and drops everything. I'm not going to start saying all the shit that niggas say to promote a shorty. But for the niggas, you know what we talk about. So at that point, like this guy's gone out of his way. Now, one of his niggas or some nigga that he knows is already feeling you as a shorty. And then you're like, no, I'm not feeling this guy anymore. As in, that shit usually just gets to me. And I don't really get why people usually choose to say that. Like, I don't get how shorties end up being so picky and shit. Because if you're being picky with a nigga like that, like, how the hell is it that y'all will ever really settle down? I'm even starting to question if you guys really love your boyfriends at this point. But anyways, I'm not gonna start attacking boyfriends. That is for a different episode. I will have a quarrel on you on a different episode. My issue is with the crushes. Shorties, please pick one crush and stick to it. If it's someone that you've been crushing on for like 2-3 months, then fine, I don't mind hooking you up. But if it's someone you've been crushing on for a week, man, fuck that shit. I am not going to go out of my way to try and make shit actually work out for you, because clearly some of you just do not know how to stick to one crush. Pick one crush and go with them. Because it gets annoying for us niggas. We're busy trying to help each other out. We're busy trying to help a shorty pal of ours out. Because, it's not like we're going to bang all our shorty friends. Like, so we might as well help each other on some shit, Be the wingman just the same way your female pal is like your wing girl. Because that's what ends up bodies. Like, even science has proven that. Like, if you go with a wing girl, you have a better chance of getting shorties than, if you go with your wing man. Like, that's just how it is. So, if a nigga's going out of his way to actually get some shit for you, and then you're like, no, I'm not feeling this guy anymore. By the way, us guys are done. Us guys are no longer friends. Anyways, it is about that time you guys get back to that work. Always put that process in that progress, or be the prevention. If you guys have any feedback, any comments, any shade you want to throw, it is on breaktime_westside on IG, and on Twitter it is at Bagaka the D, and on Facebook at Breaktime on Westside. I will see you guys later.